to be gentle in the face of these inner storms is a profoundly empowering way to be, because when these inner emotional storms arise, we can get buffeted by them and again cover them up or run from ourselves. And it's by meeting them with gentleness that opens up this doorway within us where we realize we don't need to exert the energy that we may have been in trying to navigate and manage these emotions, when we can choose gentleness and ease in the face of these often very challenging emotions. We can really start to settle into ourselves, and we can realize that gentleness is something that we can choose in any moment. And there's much strength, there's much power in gentleness. For when we're gentle and accepting this full spectrum of our emotions, we're much more effective, we're fluid, we're creatively alive, we're empowered. We're not lost in resisting, we're not lost in thinking, we're not lost in wanting things to be different than they are. We're gently and compassionately meeting reality and becoming familiar with it and letting it be okay. And the more that we do that, the more we start to settle into this moment. And we realize that it's all of these inherently natural experiences like thought and emotion that are not who we are, but that because they're so close to us in a very felt sense way, we can easily get bossed around by them. We can get lost in them. And it's this practice of meeting these thoughts and emotions with gentleness and compassion that we can find a tremendous strength, and we can separate ourselves from these old unconscious ways of feeding the mind, of playing these games of thinking and stirring up emotions. And we can let go of that whole way of being, and we can allow life to arise, and we can meet it. And we can stay deeply grounded in this depth of peace that can only be found in the present moment, a depth of peace that we can only experience by meeting these emotions with gentleness and compassion. For when, again, we're running from these emotions and our thoughts, we're resisting reality. And it's in meeting these emotions and thoughts with compassion and gentleness and courage and an open heart that we can start to accept reality, and we can start to accept life, and we can start to walk down this path towards peace instead of this old path of resistance and thinking and living in the past and the future. And then this whole depth of peace that can only be found in the present moment starts to unveil itself to us.